People in Florida getting their first look now at the damage inflicted by Hurricane Milton. This comes while the federal government is already dealing with damage across multiple states from Hurricane Helene.
Natalie Brand got an inside look at FEMA's command center to see how they're handling it.
The FEMA Command Center is running 24/7, operating at its highest activation level for more than 2 weeks. Hundreds of federal employees in D.C. are coordinating with their counterparts on the ground in the disaster zone.
We have over 1,000 folks that are in Florida already. Some of those were there supporting Debbie and Helene, and a bit will be repurposed to be able to support the Milton response.
Keith Turry helps lead response and recovery. He says while Milton has passed, the danger has not.
We've got floodwaters that really want to stay out of, either driving or walking, power lines that are down that can be a hazard.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg stopped by FEMA Thursday and says his team is assessing damage to roads, bridges, airports, and the Port of Tampa Bay.
We're watching closely to see what it'll take for the Port of Tampa Bay to be reopened safely. Port Tampa Bay accounts for about 40% of energy going into Florida, so really important as we go into the medium term to know that those supply chains are up and running.
What is your hope for a timeline?
You know, the timeline is going to be dictated by safety.
From the White House, President Biden spent the morning talking to state and local officials to make sure they have the resources they need.
We focused on what the American military can do like no one else can, provide emergency support for communities in need.
The Biden administration says the U.S. Coast Guard and National Guard are also on hand, helping with rescues and delivering supplies to communities ravaged by back-to-back hurricanes. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.